guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. I wanted to do a quick video focusing on LR Super 17. So LR Super 17 dropped earlier this year. He was a global and JP unit at the same time. This guy is, a summonable LR who, I don't know, I felt like they just missed the mark when designing him, or they just weren't thinking or something, right? Because while LR Super 17 is certainly very powerful, I mean, just a glance at his kit, and you can poke so many holes in how poorly designed he is, and how, like, just unnecessarily shafted a unit like this is, right? It's like, they'll drop, like, TUR Super Vegeta with just, like, an immaculate kit, and it's like, dude, it's like a Saiyan that's gonna get 80 other variants. Super 17, like, how many future Super 17 cards are there really gonna be? You think they're dropping 10 more Super 17s in Dokkan's, like, lifespan? Probably not. But how many other, like, Super Vegeta cards or Super Saiyan Vegeta cards are we likely to get, right? So it's weird when they'll drop a unit like this and then they gave him no help. They just dropped him by himself. Here, lead the GT bosses team. But guess what? You do not have big bad bosses in your kits, which, guess what? The GT bosses team is mainly built around, right? The Shadow Dragons work well. Baby works well. Super 17 does not work well with the GT bosses team, so it doesn't really make a ton of sense. Then on the Android team, it was dead. The Android team was completely dead in the water. Not really many new units heavily in the meta, anything like that. So what I want to do with this video, I'm going to do a separate video just sort of talking about the Android category in general. Sort of talking about, like, all the additions and stuff that have been made. There's even more characters that the Android team has recently got besides these characters. But all of these characters on the screen, I mean, this is essentially the new core of the Android team right here. And one thing that's good about all of these characters right here, Dr. Zero 19, ultra powerful. Intel Fighter 17, his EZ is ultra powerful. AGL Android 17, his EZ is ultra powerful. The LR Androids, their EZ, incredible. I think, you could really say these are one of the best units in the game. And then same thing with this Dokkan Fest Androids, one of the best units in the game. Now, what do all these characters have in common? None of them have big bad bosses, and a lot of them have some of these common links with Super 17, right? We've got some Android Assault in there, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle, like, we've got some links, Nightmare, that several of these characters share. These are characters that'll work well with Super 17. Many of these characters on here do have the Target Goku category as well. Unfortunately, the future androids do not have the Target Goku category because they're from the future where Goku's already dead. But Dokkan actually did do a good thing where they dropped a whole bunch of characters who are good for Super 17. So now we can run an Android build with Super 17 sort of as the core of the team, and we have the necessary options, the necessary pieces to help Super 17 be a lot better. Now, unfortunately, Super 17 is still probably not one of the better Yellow Coin LRs because there's so many just mistakes and gimmicks that I feel like they almost incorrectly designed in his kit that are not just going to go away overnight. Things like this. High chance of one key. Every other unit we've ever seen have this passive just gets key when they get hit. Why in the world does he have only a chance? Why the fuck do they give him damage reduction the turn after he's hit? How does this make sense? It's such poor design. He can get hit once and then have damage reduction, sure, but he can't. Dude, so let's say you have him turn 1, slot 1, he gets hit. That damage reduction is not going to activate until turn 3, and then you have it for the next 3 turns. But it's like, guess what? Super Battle Road, God Event, like, he just gets cream pie. It's like he could have 350k defense, which is definitely good, but that's not going to save him from super attacks from some of the toughest bosses in the game. So it's like you sort of Shadow can believe that he's great defensively, but he kind of has issues. Then his kit, like, these a lot of times are a detriment, although, again, the good thing about this team right here is that besides these, this unit is on Target Goku right here, right? Yeah, they are on Target Goku. Besides the future androids, all these characters are on androids and Target Goku, right? So we'll be rocking Super 17 with max passives and his buffs, but or max buffs from his passive, but it's like, I just don't understand why they had to design him the way they did. It just makes no sense, right? I would probably say outright that the Dokkan Fest androids is just a better unit than him, which really should not be. Like, a Dokkan Fest TUR released 6 months after him should not be better than this summonable LR. Like that, it's just a mistake. They did mess up bad with LR Super 17, but finally now he has meta-relevant units around him, which I think sort of does revive this guy's viability. But I mean, you know, he's not going to get an easy anytime soon. It's not like Legends where they could drop like a exclusive piece of equipment for him that could vastly power buff him. The only real way to buff Super 17 at this point is by creating really good partners for him. And one other thing that really is bad is that the androids down here, they nullify Ki Blast super attacks. I mean, 17 uses this barrier in Dragon Ball Z once! He uses it against Piccolo and that's it! He uses a barrier one time against Piccolo, right? In Dragon Ball Super, he spams the shit out of it. But in Dragon Ball Z, 17 uses it once! Whereas the entire gimmick behind Super 17 was that he absorbs Ki Blast. This guy is built as though he also has a 100% chance to absorb Ki Blast. If he did, this guy would be way better. Just simply. It's like Android 19 and Dr. Gero, they absorb Ki Blast and heal. This guy should as well. They should retroactively just add it to his kit. No one would be mad. Oh, okay, cool, Pog. Like, yeah, he got added to his kit. This guy's built in a fashion to where it seems like he should, like, it's just a missing piece of his kit. Have him exactly the same way, except he also absorbed Ki Blast super attacks. This guy would be way better. And he'd be way more of a stronger option you could use in difficult content, but hey man, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and do a run with him. Let's just see the level of performance we can get from, you know, Link level 10, Rainbow, Super 17. We got some good equips on him and stuff like that. And sort of see what his performance is, just with this new wave of android buffs. All of these units next to him are spectacular. All of these units, brilliant designs, all of them. 19 and Dr. Gero, the future androids, the 2 GT Android 17s, the LR 7 Android 17 and 18. All, I am actually very impressed with how these 5 units that just came out in this celebration, their designs. I think they're very good. And it's like their good designs, again, really, really will help LR Super 17. So let's just hop into an event for a little bit and sort of dick around, see how good Super 17 looks. Alright guys, let's go ahead and hop in with a team like this. So we'll have 2 rainbowed LR Super 17s, although I think the friend Super 17 is not quite full level 10 links, but you know, it is what it is. At least we'll see them, again, like very powerful, really looking good. I'm going to try and focus and prioritize the Super 17s in this video. They're the main focus right here. Let me see. So this is a friend Super 17. He's going full crit, okay. And he's got a couple of links that are not level 10. Well, what? Fuse Fighter and Fear and Faith don't matter. GT, okay. So GT is the only sort of relevant link that's not actually level 10 right there. Yeah, so we should be able to see some good performance here from Super 17. One good thing is that the Dokkan Fest androids can create tech orbs for Super 17, although, I mean, the 17 and 18, they really do want tech orbs for themselves. See, like 5.58 right there. That's just not really... Like, I don't know, that just doesn't really cut it. Like, it's because he's not really doing anything. Like, he's not supporting the rotation, right? He's not, like, his defense is good, but it's not great. I don't, like, from his caliber of units, right? Like, again, the TUR androids are much better defensively than Super 17. That's without a shadow of a doubt. This can be a pretty good rotation right here for our boy. We could definitely get a lot of links active. I'm going to keep this 17 on. All right, what is his defense here? Yeah, I mean, this is, like, ideal, and he's at 329k defense right here. Again, I know people are going to be very quick to say, wow, you're blasting him with 300k defense. But it's like, remember, dude, that it's like, he has to get hit for this extra attack buff, which comes several, like, turns afterwards, right? And the damage reduction. It's like, even 17% damage reduction, his defense, his 300k defense is very high, but, like, how much does that really save him from getting destroyed by, like, the gods of destruction and stuff like that? Again, Super 17 is a unit that you should be able to sort of rely upon as your ace, your go-to. And again, I just feel like they really missed the mark. It's like, he's better with all these other android units around, but I just feel like they're all just, like, superior. They're just more well-designed and stuff like that, right? It's like, I mean, AGL 17 is at a similar defensive level, if not higher, while he's supporting the whole rotation. He's hitting, like AGL 17 is just like right there with LR Super 17. Does that not strike y'all as weird? Like, come on, man. Like, his defense gets to a similar level after he supers. I mean, sure, Super 17, you could definitely make the case that all of his defense is right there at the start, right? He doesn't need the super to get defense or anything like that. He just has it, besides the get hit once, and then he gets the damage reduction turns later, right? Did this one get hit last turn? I don't think he did, right? Let me see. I mean, we'll be able to instantly notice by his attack stat, because I think it does jump up quite a bit. 7.6 right there. I just... man, I do truly wish that he was a Ki Blast absorber, because I've found that these, like, nullification abilities that units can have to be very good and very powerful. That really helps these units just look very good. Alright, so, I mean, this is a pretty good turn. I'll have AGL 17 super attack first. We can go ahead and do this right there. But again, I'm making this about LR Super 17 rather than the other units. Otherwise, I really would want to save all of those tech orbs for Dokkan Fest 17 and 18, right? It's definitely more important that they get those tech orbs because they are reliant upon tech orbs to really go super great. 5.7 right there, huh? Okay. I mean, I guess to be fair, AGL 17 is only giving 25% attack and defense, but I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think of Super 17. He certainly is better now, right? Like, I absolutely would say, like he's a stronger unit at this point. Like, it's just more like we can more easily run him in an environment where he'll be really good and not be detrimental to the team. Because the problem with Super 17 in Dokkan has always been that he doesn't have big bad bosses. The Android team formerly was built around Big Bad Bosses. Big Bad Bosses was a huge part of the Android team, right? All the cells and Android 13 and stuff like that. But all of these new androids who have come out don't have Big Bad Bosses. So again, running Super 17 alongside them, he's not just negatively impacting the other units around him, right? And I mean, these characters are way better than Android 13 and Cell. Like, there's no Cell in the game that's better than, like, any unit on this team, I would say. Like, right? Like, there's... what Cell is even on these guys' level? None of them. The LR Int Cell is not as good as, like, any of these units on this team, right? Like, it's just how power creep works, right? Like, all these units, besides Super 17, came out within the last 2 weeks. So, it's just how it goes, right? When was the last Cell? I mean, there's the World Tournament free-to-play Cell, but again, LR Int Cell is, you know, closing in on 2.5 years old. So, like, it's kind of the thing right there, right? We'll do another turn or two, right? But again, let me know what you guys think of our boy, LR Super 17, right? So, you know, sort of with a lot of these different support type units around, giving him a lot of extra power, right? You know, with that damage reduction ability of his, you know, deep and long events with that active with his, like, you know, 300k defense, like, sure, you know, he could definitely look good. But he is a character that I do wish they had given a little bit more love and care to, right? It's like, I feel like they can be sloppy with Saiyan characters, because we're just going to repeatedly get a million variants of all these Saiyans, right? But to me, it just feels very foolish, very unfortunate when characters like Super 17 are designed sloppily, because then he's just dead, right? Like, it's, you know, it's like, okay, maybe we'll get another Super 17 in 3 years. Until then, these teams... Androids, Artificial Lifeform, Target Goku, and Human Deeds, Power Absorption, GT Bosses. Until then, these teams are starving, right? Or they're starving. Until then, so. Oh, wow. Yeah, here, we could get this. I mean, never really talk about this, but we have his... We could do his active skill, dude. Okay, sure. This is an attack. Does lower enemy attack and defense. Yeah, just, another stupid design choice for this guy. He has an active skill. He has to get hit 7 times to do this. And he lowers enemy attack and defense when he supers them with this active skill. But, like, you're not going to see this in, like, Super Battle. Like, it's just, again, weird design.
究極のパワーアップを遂げた俺に敵はいない。地獄へ行け、電撃地獄だな。
All right, so I figure we'll just do like another turn or two, and we will finish this off, right? So again, let me know what you guys are thinking of LR Super 17. I feel like a lot of people think I'm too harsh on him, but I mean, I feel like my points are valid. Like, there's just a lot of flaws with this character. At the very least, at this current moment in time, though, alongside all these options, he is still good. but he's definitely not the ace of the team that I feel like he should be. I do think that this guy, like, I was hoping that, other units would come out to sort of complement him, but I would actually argue that more so than compliment him, I think a character like the future Android 17 and 18 and stuff like that, I feel like they just outright overshadow him, right? It's kind of how it feels to me. So we'll probably go ahead and finish up here. Again, let me know what you guys think of our boy LR Super 17. At the very least, though, now, like, you've got, like, a real solid place you can run him where he does fit in well with a lot of these other Android characters, right? A lot of powerful supports. This is why, like, when the team just becomes very strong overall. All the units become incredibly powerful, and so many are supporting. Look at all the characters on this team. Every character on this team is supporting, except for the Dokkan Fest Future Androids and then the LR Super 17s. Like, both, Hellfighter 17 and AGL 17, the LR AGL 17 and 18, as well as the Int Dr. Zero and 19. All these characters are supporting. They work well together. At this point, like, this build right here is a very, very cohesive team. I feel like you can definitely run through content with this team, right? And with all these characters working as effectively together as they do, right? So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I will go ahead and I will catch you guys next time. I'm still going to do a video talking about the Android category. Yeah, this is what Super 17 should do this, by the way. This is why I put 19 in Dr. Zero in slot 1. Oh, thanks for healing us, Gohan. I wish Super 17 did that. That would be sick, but, it is what it is. I'll do a video talking about the Android category in whole, right? Because there's other buffs that have come, like Tech Android 16, STR Android 21, like a lot of other free-to-play EZAs. The Android team at this exact moment is definitely looking like a really solid team, though, because power creep has hit in such a way that when they do a celebration where they drop, 6, like, ridiculously well-designed, immaculate units onto one team, guess what? That team is looking a lot better, right? So, like, I do like that. I hope they continue moving forward with celebrations in this exact fashion, where these celebrations continue to, like, really push one category team and really make that category team a lot better, rather than just sort of like shotgunning small little options to teams around the place. I like that we just drop like a dominant force directly onto the team, right? So let me know what you guys think of LR Super 17. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.